Hey guys, so I am going to do a bikini posing video for you today, and I compete with the NPC, that's the National Physique Committee. So this posing routine type thing is going to be specifically for the NPC. Other federations might be a little bit different. So what we're gonna do is, I guess I should just first tell you what they expect. You get 10 seconds only, and that's really important because professionals get more than 10 seconds. They get like a minute or something stupid. So you really have to be concise and really practice your routine and make sure that it's only 10 seconds so that you don't look stupid when somebody's running you off the stage. My first competition, we didn't even get our own 10 seconds, so sometimes this changes. But what happened was they sent us out in threes because the competition was so big. So 3 of us came out, and you didn't have to like time it in your head or anything. The judges basically said front pose, back pose, front pose, thank you, and then we walked off. I mean, it wasn't that fast, but that's what they did. So for my second competition, I was really excited because I got to go out by myself, do my thing, and then walk off stage. But they also were a pretty big competition, so they were like, if you're not done in 10 seconds, I'm gonna call out the other name and send out the other girl, and if you're not done, she's gonna run into you, type of deal. So smaller shows are better if you want your own stage time, and the chances of you having your own stage time are more likely. Not to say you can do a big show and still have your own stage time. So just some things to keep in mind. Also, I guess I would recommend going to a posing coach, but it's not necessary. Sometimes it's nice if you contact somebody in the area that you're gonna have your show, and a lot of the times it's like a judge or something like that, so that's kind of cool, or a professional bodybuilder of some type, and they can kind of teach you what to do and what side people usually walk in on. Another thing to think about is some competitions do like a T-walk, like a model walk, and so they come from the back of the stage, they go to the front of the stage, do their thing, and walk off. Other competitions, and only the ones that I've been in, we walk in on the stage right, I think it is. We walk in stage right, and so that would be the audience's left. So they walk in on the right, do their posing, and then you go to either the left or the right hand side depending on just your lineup. I think the first girls usually line up on the left hand side of the stage facing out, and then the girls towards the end line up on the right hand side. And then you have comparisons, so then you're walking back out and then you're getting back in line. So what I like to do is practice coming in from the left and the right and from the back, just in case. A lot of times, well, things that, I don't know if it's just professionals, because I haven't really seen it done in the amateur. I mean, I see videos of it, but I'm not sure how often it really happens. But you come out, you're doing your face pose, you do your back pose, and in comparisons, they tell you what to do, so you just have to listen for it. They'll say front pose, back pose, and they'll say take 5 steps to the back, or walk to the back line, or to the back curtain, and then front pose, and then they'll say, okay, walk to the front, or 5 steps to the front, or 3 steps to the front, or whatever it is. So sometimes you have to walk back and forward. So I practice that just in case they do that. So it's just good to practice all of that so you're not like caught off guard, because it can be kind of like tricky. Like, okay, I'm right here, how do I get to the left now? Or, you know, it's transitions that's the hardest. So I'm gonna show you kind of how I go about doing my posing. The first thing that I'm gonna do, and I have switched up my routine the 2 times that I think it's kind of fun to switch it up. I liked my last routine a lot, but there are some things that I wanna change about it. And so that's kind of fun. But if you're doing it for the first time, or whatever, even if it's not for your first time, I would recommend getting your front pose that you like, getting your back pose that you like, getting your, you could do a second front pose if you want, like when you turn back around and face the front. And then once you have your poses, then it's time to work on transitions. So makes sense, right? So, and then walking, you just keep on having to practice your walking throughout the whole time. Right now I'm 16 and a half weeks out, or more like 17 weeks out, and I'm already thinking about it just because it's kind of fun to do, and it keeps your mind off of food. And I'm not quite cutting yet, but it's just kind of fun to think about. Like I said, really far out. And what else was I going to say? Oh, always practice in your heels. It's going to feel different once you have your heels on. And I had my heels on the other day practicing, and I was like, oh, yeah. So definitely get in your heels, feel comfortable. And the other thing is also get in your bikini. When you have your bikini, get in that, because that's going to make you feel better. The lines of your bikini and stuff are supposed to be flattering, and so if you have those on, then you're going to feel better when you're posing in front of the mirror. And also you might change your posing when you see yourself in the bikini. So the reason why you want to wear your bikini is because if you're wearing clothes and posing, and then you switch into your bikini and all of a sudden you don't like your poses as much, or you know, something is better, you know, a certain pose is better with your bikini on that's not as good with your clothes on. Just things change. Your body's the same, but the cuts will change the way you're perceived. And posing is really about illusions for the most part, accentuating your strengths and kind of hiding your weaknesses. So I'll kind of go over that, but I'm gonna try and show you like what I'm gonna do. Let's get to it, and I will try and, I don't know if I'm gonna do some commentary or leave some music for you guys, but if you have any questions, just let me know. But again, your body's gonna be different than my body. We all have different strengths and weaknesses as far as our physiques go. So just kind of figure out what works best for you and what pose you like best for yourself and what you can get away with. The biggest thing, I think, besides timing and just making sure you're getting the basics like front, back, front, is that you feel comfortable. So you need to feel comfortable in your skin, you need to feel comfortable in your heels, and you need to feel comfortable with your poses. If you're doing a pose and you're like feeling super awkward, either work on it until you don't feel awkward, or do something else to where you feel comfortable and you're not. Because if you feel awkward, you're gonna look awkward. And I feel like I've always said that, like with photography, if you're in a picture and you're like, I feel weird, you look weird. So same thing with bikini posing. So let's get to this.